attending this show. My name is Thomas Jensen, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about how we're doing last mile in the Nordics. I think we are a little bit strange compared to rest of Europe and maybe rest of the world actually. So again, it's a great pleasure to be here. So we love convenience, and for us, lockers out of home is actually convenience. Before I start, I just want to give you a little bit of background for Post & Bring and what we're doing and in the past and what we'll do towards 2013. So, a little bit about our history. If you look at our figures today, our share of logistics is actually 78% and of course increasing. If you look at our revenue outside Scandinavia in Europe, it's actually growing, and our revenue outside Scandinavia is actually 36% from Asia and from Europe. So that part is growing. So we see a lot of volumes coming into Scandinavia. We have two brands. We have the Post & Bring, brand, which is the red one, and that's also for consumers in Norway. The green Bring brand is actually for outside Norway, for Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So we have two brands. We have the red one, and we have the green one. We are around 12,000 people within the Nordic countries working, and we're handling around 120 million parcels. And again, 36% of that is coming from outside Scandinavia. We've been here for 400 years. We started back in the days with the ships and so on, and with horses. And if I may give you some small headlights, I would say that when we have the electrical vehicle back in 1994, we actually started with the sustainability part there. So, I mean, in 94, I can't remember even that we have an electric car there, but we had delivering last mile in Norway. And then also in 2011, we developed the Paxter, which is actually last mile deliveries within the suburban or in the streets of Oslo. And we're still using that Paxter. We have reused the model and are still using that one as of today, so it's still working. So now we're looking to be net zero in 2030, and that's our aim goal. In 2020, we also put in our first parcel lockers, and it has really been growing since then, but I'll be back to that a little bit later. So, our commercial ambitions towards 2030 is to maintain to be number one within Norway. We are number one today. To take a position as number two in Sweden. We are today almost number two, but we will strengthen that position within 1 or 2 years. And then we'll take a strong position in Denmark. There's a lot of good competitors within the Danish market, but we'll take a strong position also in the Danish market. And then also C2C for the re-commerce. That's a new thing for us. We've made big investments into the C2C market and have some very, very, very big clients also in the Scandinavian market also. So that's the new thing for us, doing the re-commerce. So now I will tell you a little bit about our parcel network and what we're doing differently than everyone else. Again, we are a little bit strange. If you look at the figures here, you can see that Denmark, Sweden, and Finland have a significant high volume of out of home. Out of home, I mean parcel lockers and also parcel shops. So that's what we want. We want to do lockers, and we want to do out of home deliveries within Scandinavia. And you can compare us a little bit with Poland. Also in Poland, there's a lot of out of home, especially on the locker side. But if you can compare to the rest of Europe and Northern Europe, it's actually different. In Germany, they want home deliveries. In Netherlands, they want home deliveries. And in Belgium, they want home deliveries. Please also see that if you look at Norway, only 9% is actually at the moment wanting to have out of home. So that's why we have compared our out of home with a very, very strong home delivery within the Nordic market as well. So again, if you want to sell in the Nordic countries, please bear in mind that what people want, the receiver wants, is actually out of home. I'll be back to that later. So, this is our network. In Sweden, we are investing big in parcel lockers. In Denmark, we have a strong growth. In Norway, we are market leaders. And in Finland, we do it with Posti. But we have 10,000 delivery points within the Nordic markets. We also say that in urban areas, we actually deliver in slippers distance, meaning that you can go in your slippers down to a parcel shop or to a parcel logger in order to pick up your parcel. So again, 10,000 parcel loggers and shops. That's absolutely the strongest network within the Nordic market, even better than our very good friends from PostNord. So, entering into Scandinavia, when you are in Scandinavia, we have very, very reliable and fast delivery times. Everything is, of course, proved, and you can get it in our MyBring system to see the actual quality. But we deliver to all main areas, which is like 65% of the density in Scandinavia, within 1 day. So to Stockholm from Denmark, to Oslo from Denmark, or from Norway to Sweden and so on, it's actually 1 day. So this is something that we actually are very proud of, selling a economy system as a, let's say, a UPS system. I also want to give you a little bit about some of the features we have. Today we're actually able to redirect parcels. So a parcel being delivered in Scandinavia, it's possible for you actually to redeliver it to your favorite parcel shop or parcel logger. That's something that we do in Denmark and in Sweden. Redirection is a big thing also. So you're not, let's say, I mean, it's very important that you can actually change it and go where you want it. Also, if you move from place to place, going to your cottage, summer house, whatever, you're actually able to change your delivery. So instead of the parcel moving, when you're moving, the parcel can actually be moved where you are. And we find that very attractive, and we got it last year. So that's a new thing for us. We've actually been using AI since 2021. AI was a new thing then, but actually also we're able to tell you exactly when your parcel will be delivered. So again, don't stay home all day. Don't stay home for waiting for if you have a home delivery, but also for your poodle or for your logger. We can tell you that it will be there between, let's say, 8 and 12 or 12 and 16. But again, we use data in order to give you the exact time of delivery. So that's also for us a very new thing. Yeah. And then of course also in terms of our app, we also have our little Bring app like everyone else, but again, it's easy and you can open loggers with the Bluetooth and so on with the loggers. Everyone have the apps today, but it was actually one of the most downloaded apps in 2025 in December. So yeah, that's something that we need to have also. So going back, if you see the little picture again, please bear in mind that again, out of home, that's us. 60% of all consumers in Scandinavia wants out of home, and that's only 30 to 35% in Western Europe. So again, Northern Europe. So again, selling in Scandinavia out of home is the thing. Don't use a lot of money on home delivery. Doesn't matter, because people want loggers and poodles. But as you see, Norway, it's actually only 9% who wants the out of home. Therefore, we created a home system also in Norway, and that's the home mailbox in Norway. First of all, we have the mailbox parcels, which is parcels up to 5 kilos. We deliver to every single mailbox within the Nordic countries, within Norway. So 5 days a week, 6 days in some areas, we deliver this mailbox product. And also, if you have returns, it's also possible to receive a return parcel in your mailbox. You can put your parcel in the mailbox, and we pick it up and deliver it back to the original customer. It's also possible in whole Scandinavia to have, of course, a home delivery, 35 kilos within Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland, actually. So up to 35 kilos, we actually also deliver at the door, at the customers. But again, that's something that we do as a, let's say, that's something we do, but it's not what people expect us to do. They want out of home. So again, in Oslo, we also deliver mailbox on Saturdays. So again, we have 6 days delivery within the Oslo area, which is like, again, 60% of the density of the Norwegian people. And 5 days in rest of Norway. Just some highlights from this service. Saturday deliveries, as said, is brand new, came last year. Overnight deliveries within the Oslo area. We have very high flexibility. If you cannot put anything into the mailbox, we can actually leave it as a bag on the door for the customer as well. So again, we have other possibilities also than just delivering to the mailbox. We can actually hang it on your door. So when the customer wakes up in the morning, the parcel will in many times actually be there. And then we have high flexibility and possibilities to return them as well as mentioned before. So, a little bit about sustainability. I mean, this is some of our core values within our group strategy. That's sustainability, and I would say I'm quite proud of what we have been achieving up to now, and we will continue this journey in the future as well. So, our group strategy is to be a driving force behind the transition to a low-emission society. Meaning that we want to be net zero, and we want to be net zero in 2040. But I mean, the trip already started back in '94 with the first electrical vehicle. So we want to be best at sustainable value creation to the customer. So how do we do it? Well, as I said, we actually started many years ago, but this year we switched into 100% electric on all our cars, last mile cars in Denmark. We have reduced emission by expanding the network of parcel boxes, which is also reducing, yeah. We are now converting our trucks to electricity or biogas to create fossil-free corridors. We have Nordic mile line hauls of vehicles using fossil-free energy. That's what we call middle mile. So now we are actually looking into, for instance, the Benelux countries, Denmark, Germany and Luxembourg and Holland and Belgium. What we are doing now is that we are actually taking our vehicles there, our lorries there, going on the middle mile up to Denmark. So we're also putting them on biogas. So we actually have the middle mile and we have the last mile going electrical or going fossil free. So now we have to look at the first mile as well, and then we have actually a total of delivery which is totally fossil free. And then also setting higher environmental goal and requirements for our suppliers on goods and service. That's also very important for us also. So it's not only us that are participating, but also our suppliers as well. So that's a new thing that we will be looking into now. So this is what we have achieved. In Denmark, we are now 100% fossil free on last mile. In Sweden, we are around 60 to 70%, and we'll continue that journey. And in Norway, it's around 67% as well. So I'm quite proud of what we have achieved. Our targets for the future is all vehicles up to 4.25 tons will be electric in Sweden. That will be in 27. All owned vehicles will be fossil-free in 2030. And then, of course, net zero group-wide in 2040. That's our aim. All this is, of course, documented, and you as a customer is actually able to see that in our MyBring system. We give you reporting in all kinds of ways you want it. You can actually decide how you want it. So everything is there. So that's something that our customer is actually using a lot. Actually, we've been here before. We were here last year, and we also actually won a prize on the sustainability part last year. And again, we also won one at VMX in Rome and at Deliver in Amsterdam. So, and that's because of the result we have done up to now. So, also, if you think what I'm saying now, also in terms of sustainability, is interesting for you, please vote on us in the sustainability on the Bring apps for the suppliers. So I hope you will do that as well. Thank you. 100% electric last mile in Stockholm, Göteborg, and Malmö in 25. That we did that last year. So we actually have done it in corridors within Sweden as well. We have 2,205 electrical vehicles. 50% of the Norwegian people are now getting delivered fossil-free, and 6.1 million Swedes. So it's quite a lot. Just here a little short wrap up before I end this, and I take any questions if you have any. This is how we create customer freedom. You have possibilities to have a sustainable last mile delivery. You can have it delivered to an out of home. That means, again, and I've said it many times today, lockers, parcel shops, or the mailbox. That's how we do it. And we also, of course, have home deliveries. So the customer wants flexibility and freedom of choice. In the Nordics, we prefer lockers, Pudo, and the good old mailbox. We build a sustainable network around it. So that was actually everything I had from me. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, I'm ready.